Yeah, so finally, I mean, it was hard to keep quiet, and I know a lot of people knew about me going to factory Honda, but yeah, I've known since I think Las Vegas Supercross was like when everything was said and done, all the paperwork was done and all that. So I mean, but everyone in the industry talks and everyone knows, so it wasn't really a well-kept secret, but now we're here and everyone knows, and I'm excited and ready to get things underway. Yeah, going into the Nationals, I don't really try and think about, the following year too much. This year I tried to just race it race by race and do as well as I could, knowing it was my last 250 season. I really wanted to, make a better name for myself as an outdoor rider, and I think I did a pretty good job. I struggled there in the middle for a little bit. Came in swinging though. I was pumped, to get a podium at Glen Helen, and felt like I rode really good at Hangtown, even though results, showed DNF, but felt like I was really fast and definitely making forward progress as an outdoor rider. Yeah, I filled in 2011, 2012, and this year in 2014 in Supercross. When the series goes west, I would go with the Team East. So I already had really good chemistry with the team. Already knew the team really well. So it was one of those things where when I was looking at a 450 deal, it was a no-brainer because we already worked, together in the past and this year, and already kind of knew, how each other worked. So it definitely made the decision easy, and it's my opinion, the best bike out there. So it's that's a no-brainer in itself right there. I've loved the new chassis ever since they introduced it a couple years back, and right when I got on it, I felt like it was a really good fit for me. I feel like it likes to be ridden in a lower RPM, kind of lugged around and not over revved. But when it's ridden in that low RPM, it handles really well and doesn't do anything out of the ordinary, and it's really predictable. So I think that's one of the main reasons why I ride the bike so well, is that's really how my riding style is. And this year when I hopped on it at Supercross, that's like right away when I hopped on the bike, I loved it, and especially going, only riding a production one, and then being able to ride the factory one was it was like a dream bike. So I'm needless to say, I'm really excited to race it full season now. I'm stoked with the gear deal. Me and Troy have worked great the past 5 years, and that was like when he came along and said that he wanted to sponsor me for the next 2 years. I was stoked. It was just we're like, we go together so well, and they helped me a lot in my career, and I feel like I helped them a lot, and it was just, our chemistry is awesome. It's a fun-loving team. I get along with everyone down there, so it was awesome when they stepped up to sign me as a 450 guy, and yeah, no, I couldn't be happier with that. And I still got Alpine Stars, transitioned over to Spy goggles this year, which I'm stoked with that too. Goggles are awesome. The whole team has been really cool to me, and really excited to work with those guys for the next 2 years. Yellow glove swag. I always did the yellow gloves to match the Red Bull on my helmet and my front fender. And everyone asked me, I got like crazy questions like, oh, are you allergic to the material and the other colors or something? And I'm like, no, I just do it to match. I thought it looked cool, but no, I mean, not. I love Red Bull, but no, I'm not a Red Bull athlete anymore. So took the yellow gloves off, put on red ones. I don't know. I think I can match my kit now instead of matching my sponsor. I mean, I want to say it's a dream come true to sign a factory deal, but I didn't think that I'd ever have the opportunity to, so I can't really say that. It's more like I'm stoked to be here, really. I think ever since 2010, really, when I signed with the Troy Lee Honda team, I've been stoked to be here. So everything's just been a plus every year, making huge gains, speed's getting better, working with, a great group of people. Yeah, but signing the factory deal was like, it's crazy. When they called me up and wanted to talk about it, I couldn't believe it. And it's, I want to say it's dream come true, like I said, but it's not, because I never dreamed it. So it's cool though. Everything's fallen into place. This year, I got to bring my mechanic Rich with me, which was a huge plus. We worked really well together, and also Jeff Ward stepping in. He's gonna be my riding coach, and then keeping Brian Lopes as my trainer. And I think just those three people, having them in my corner is going to be huge for me, especially going into my first 450 season. And yeah, just excited for things to come. Yeah, I think it'll be tough. You know, I've done 4 rounds the first 2 times I filled in, and then this year I did 3. Obviously that's nowhere near what this year's going to be like, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going to take the bull by the horns and give it my best shot, and you know, I know what to expect as far as racing, and you know, how to feel going into the races on a 450. I guess it's just a whole different ball game out there compared to the lights class. You know, it'll be fun though. I really think the 450 is a good bike for me, and I think that I'll do well in it. So to be on the best team out there and to have all the best people in my corner is it's a huge confidence booster. Permanent number. Yeah, no, I was like, that was my thing I wanted this year really bad, was to earn enough points to be in contention for a permanent number, and yeah, we finally got it. So I got the phone call. Actually, I was in Hawaii last week. I got the phone call out there, and I was like, they're like, hey, you want 21, right? I'm like, yeah, that's you know, that's my number, I guess. And they're like, well, okay, well, 14's open too. And I'm like, all right, well, I was like, give me 5 minutes, I'll call you back. So hung up the phone, called all the people that are around me. You know, first person I called was Lance Corey, my best friend, and he's like, dude, you got to take 14. You know, 14 on a Honda, Kevin Windham, everyone's hero. And that was like kind of what made me want to do it. 14's a cool number regardless, but what Windham, you know, has done in his career has been awesome, and that, like, to be, I know they're big shoes to fill. Everyone keeps telling me big shoes to fill, you got to do a transfer in the intro or whatever, but I'm not trying to do that. I just like the number 14, and honestly, I shot Kevin a text right before I called to make my decision, and he was cool with it, and I think he was pretty stoked with it, and that was also made the decision a little easier. And you know, and yeah, now number 14, I guess I gotta do the number right. Everyone's telling me to throw whips and do transfers at the intro, but I'll just do my best to make the number look good.